Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing to my channel. And while you're at it, smash that like button for me. I really would appreciate it. In today's video, we're going to talk about how to make $1 million in 5 years. Now, I know some of you guys don't believe that, but I'm here to tell you it certainly can happen. And we're going to talk about how to do that. But before we get into that, I want to ask you guys a question. What's the #1 wealth building tool you have? Your ability to generate income is your #1 tool to build wealth. The United States is the wealthiest and the most prosperous country in the history of the world. But 70% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck, and 67% of Americans have less than $1,000 in savings. Building wealth is not about knowledge of money. Building wealth is about the behavior of money, right? It's your behavior. And that's why 70% of our citizens here in the United States live paycheck to paycheck and don't have $1,000 in savings because of their behavior with money. There is a lot of people out there who have PhDs, finance degrees, worked on Wall Street, been successful business owners, smart people, a lot of knowledge, but file bankruptcy every year. And then you look on this end, there are people who make $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a year with the right behavior with money, and they're millionaires. Behavior with money was the #1 reason I got to financial freedom in 20 years. And I know a lot of y'all say 20 years, man, that's way too long. I don't have time to wait 20 years to get to financial freedom. All I can tell you is if you have a better way to get there quicker, then do that. But what I found is people complain about 20 years, but they have no other way to get there any sooner. So what they do is they shake the 20 years off. I'm not going to do that. And then 20 years go by and they're in the same position they were 20 years prior. And I know some people say, well, you know, if I save for 20 years and even if I get $1 million, what is $1 million going to be worth in 20 years? When I started investing in my 401k and my other investments 20 years ago, I could have said the same thing. But I didn't. I just did it. And guess what? $1 million is still $1 million 20 years later. My point is, let's not allow our fear to steal our financial future. And I think that's what it is a lot of times when people make that excuse about, whoa, the value of money, $1 million today is not $1 million 10 years from now. Come on. $1 million is $1 million. Most of the time what that is people's fear stepping in, and they rationalize why they won't change their behavior with money and start down that pathway of saving a little bit of money at a time, continuing to keep their expenses low. As their salary increases, they keep their expenses low and they invest the difference over a period of time to build wealth. That's the secret. There is no magical fairy dust that we can sprinkle on our head and then all of a sudden we're going to be wealthy. No. There are no shortcuts. I know we hear a lot of stuff on YouTube from a lot of gurus and a lot of people, buy this course, buy that course. Let me show you this. This is the way to go. You can get there in a year. You can get there in 2 years. And again, I'm not knocking that, and I'm not saying you can't get to wealth in 2 years. But the majority of us, it's not going to happen that way for us. We're going to have to change our behavior with money. We're going to have to live on less than what we make. We're going to have to live on a plan, which is a written budget, and we're going to set some goals. We're going to have to make sure we stay out of or get out of bad debt situations. And then we're going to have to systematically, over time, save and then invest that money in order to build our wealth. 88% of the millionaires in this country are self-made. Only 12% of the millionaires inherited their money. So what that tells me, there's an 88% chance you can become a millionaire if you change your behaviors with money and not make excuses or not allow your fear to steal your financial future. Well, I did say at the beginning of the video that I was going to show you guys how to have $1 million in 5 years. Matter of fact, I'm going to show you 4 ways that you can have $1 million. The first one is by saving and investing in the financial markets for 20 years at an 8% return on your money. You can invest $22,000 a year for 20 years and you'll have $1 million. You'll be a millionaire. You can also do it in 15 years. If you invest $37,500 at an 8% return on your money for 15 years, you'll have $1 million. If you invest $75,000 for 10 years at an 8% return on your money, you'll have $1 million. And if you invest $150,000 every year for 5 years with an average return of 8% on that $150,000 year after year, you'll have $1 million. There you go, guys. You got 4 ways you can be a millionaire. 1 in 5 years, 1 in 10 years, in 15 years, and 1 in 20 years. You pick the one you want. The only difference between the 4 is money. You're gonna have to put more money in if you want to do it in 5 years. If you want to do it in 20 years, you put less money in. Drop me some comments, guys. Let me know what you think. I'm curious to hear your feedback. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing, share the video, and smash that thumbs up button for me. Thoughts become things. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hands. You guys keep chasing your greatness. Never stop believing in yourself. And I'll catch you on the next video. Peace. If you want 2 free stocks, Webull is going to give you 2 free stocks when you open up a Webull brokerage account, and you can deposit any amount of money in that brokerage account. They're going to give you 2 free stocks valued up to $2,300. That's right, guys. You heard me correctly. You can put $1 in that new brokerage account, and Webull is going to give you 2 free stocks valued up to $2,300. So after the video, I want you to go to the description box of the video, and I want you to click on the Webull link. Sign up for Webull, open your new brokerage account, and get those 2 free stocks, man. And you're going to have an opportunity to start building wealth with that brokerage account. Today's video is sponsored by my company, RF Financial Consulting. And in my company, I work with individuals just like you through financial mentoring and coaching sessions. And in those 1-hour sessions, we talk about strategies to help you get to your financial freedom, whether it be through real estate investing, stock market investing, creating additional streams of income, credit card arbitrage, or starting and growing a business. If that's something that you might be interested in, there's an email address in the description box of the video. Send me an email and let's discuss if I'm the right fit for you.